we will be looking at what is a niche, why it does matter in KDP, how to choose the right profitable niche, and mistakes that people do make when choosing a niche. So, a niche is a specific and well-defined market segment which focuses on a particular topic, audience, or need. So, instead of targeting a broad market, here is whereby you will be focusing on a smaller, dedicated group of readers. Let's take an example. You may decide to do something or to write something related to self-help. When we look at self-help, it is very general. So, under that self-help, you can pick a niche like productivity for students, productivity for employees, or any other niche which can fall under self-help. Because when you say self-help, self-help is a very, very wide category. Also, after picking your niche, you can also pick a micro niche. So now, we already have the niche which is productivity for students. You can have a micro niche like time management tips for students or for employees. Now, why is choosing a niche very important? Instead of using the broad category or the general category, it's very important to have a niche because it will be easier to rank in the search results. Yes, unlike where you're just writing something general. Yes, but when you're specific, it will be much easier to rank. Let's say, for example, you're writing something about weight loss, and then another person creates something about weight loss for women above 30 years. Who is likely to rank higher in search results? It's the one who is more specific. Also, it will be easier for you to target your audience or the specific audience. For example, if you say time management tips for medical students, another one says time management. You see the difference between the two? Yes. Also, it will be easier for you to market and to promote your content on social media because you already have a niche and you're targeting a specific group of people. Also, a well-chosen niche can generate passive income for over years. Now let's look at 3 levels of niche that we do have. We have the general or the broad niche. Here is where it's just a general category. For example, when you're talking about fitness, you'll be competing with millions and millions of content or books which are talking about fitness. But if you have a targeted niche, for example, weight loss for men, weight loss for women, weight loss for children, weight loss for blah blah blah. Then we also have the micro niche. Here is where now you even become more and more specific. Like for example, you can say keto diet for women over 40. You can say fitness for men above 50. So you can start with the targeted niche, then later you expand into micro niche. But it's good to avoid the general niche because the competition is very high and also your searches will be general. Now these are some of the ways in which you can be able to get a profitable niche. Let's say you're just starting out and you're just asking yourself which is profitable, or which niche should I use, should I go for. One way is to go to Amazon website, then you search in the books category best sellers, identify the popular categories which are ranking well. For example, you can look for a book about intermittent fasting for women. Then look for the ones which are best selling and see how they are ranking. Yes, so you can do your search on Amazon. Also, Amazon auto suggestion. Still on the Amazon website, maybe when you're typing something on the search bar, let's say you're typing something like productivity, other suggestions will usually appear there, like productivity planner for students, productivity hacks. Whenever you type something on the search bar of Amazon, suggestions always appear, and these are things which people are looking for, and you can create things from that. Also, you can analyze competition, but don't fear. You can check the book rankings. If the ranking is lower than 100,000, then the book sells well. Also, look at the reviews. How are the consumers? Are they loving it or are they complaining? Also, avoid super saturated niches unless you have a very unique and outstanding angle. Also, this is how you can scale and grow in your niche. Create more books in the same niche, of course. And once a book does well, expand on the topic with things like workbooks and journals, other related books giving a deeper insights on a topic, or create a series. You can also use multiple formats like paperback, hardcover, audiobooks, and Kindle ebook. These are some of the common mistakes to avoid when choosing a niche. Mistake number 1, picking a niche with no market demand, and here is where you first of all you must do your research. Also, going too broad or the general categories, as I had explained earlier. Also, choosing a trend that will die fast. Okay, so choose topics or niches which are relevant even over years. Like for example, you can say fitness for men, fitness for women. That's a topic that will always remain relevant. And also, copying without adding value. Don't copy other people's work, but add value and bring a unique angle. So my final thoughts and the next steps which you can take: research 3 to 5 profitable niches today. For example, you can start with a niche like fitness. You can start with self-help, and nowadays self-help is really booming as people are becoming more aware of themselves. People are talking of things like gratitude journals, meditation, wellness, fitness, spirituality. So self-help is a very good niche. Also, use Amazon search bars and keywords to validate them. And if, for example, you're writing a book, you can start by writing a short form version before committing to a full book. So the point is, ensure you don't just don't be random. Identify at least 3 to 5 niches, or at least one. Research on it, and then start with that one as you grow and grow. Finally,